No, I won't stop talking. You'd wish I'd give it a rest. I've killed more rabbits in Quetzacalli, likely more than everyone else. Now I'm just the kind of guy to have the task that I do. I knew right off when I first clapped my eyes on chunk number 2. But how was I supposed to know I'd have to cook a shark too? Just from fucking rabbits, I'm becoming a mess. Rabbit, 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 yep, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, rabbit, jabber, rabbit, yep, rabbit, bunny, jabber, rabbit.
Alright, my name's Jufinder, and no, not that one, and this is Chunky Geeza, my Xtreme One Chunk Ironman.
I think the best case scenario, best thing to do, looking at the tasks I have in hand, let's quickly go through the gate. Let's quickly activate the statue. That one done. Fantastic. First one of many. Look at that. We're not ready, man. I don't know what I've got myself in for.
And we are back. Welcome back, guys. Episode 3. Who'da thunk it? Only I, the chunkiest of geezers, would roll into Hueycoatl as my second chunk. We are just going to go ahead and get rid of chunk number 4. That was originally there for my sake to make it easier, but seeing as we've rolled Huey anyway, let's get rid of it. Now, originally when I was looking at all of the chunks and the tasks that each chunk had, there was actually one chunk task that I completely overlooked, as I'm sure you've probably got by the title of this video. And I genuinely did not realise how difficult this task was going to be until I rolled the chunk and then actually looked at the tasks in depth. You see, when I originally looked at the chunk tasks in hand, I was just thinking all the rare drops were going to be really difficult, especially the Hueycoatl pet. But I guess the one thing I neglected to think about when rolling a new chunk, I would have a source of cooking, because when you inspect a chunk, it normally tells you the task you have based on what you've already got unlocked. And as a result, that is why I now have to cook a shark at level 80.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And this is all down to the fact that Quetzacalli Gorge is the home of 4 rabbits. But before I start discussing in ways of me being able to weaponize my autism to complete that task, let's talk about all the other ones. Let's do exactly what we did in the first video and break them down into their difficulties. Now, inside the easy tier, we have 3. That is to complete Children of the Sun, which obviously we already did to get here. We have to activate the statue of ATs by the Dark Frost, which we did at the beginning of this video. And we also have to get 40 attack to wield a rune weapon. Following up with the medium tier, we have to obtain a soiled page, obtain a rune mace, and a rune scimitar, obtain sunfire splinters, and an adamant plate body. Coming up in the hard tier, we have obtain Hueycoatl hide, we have to obtain a rune plate skirt, a Huasca seed, and we also have to obtain a Tome of Earth. And finally, just like your fat mum, bringing it right up the rear is the autistic tier, which is cook a shark, obtain a dragon hunter wand, and obtain Hueycoatl. Now, I categorised all these by difficulty based solely off of their drop rates and not whether they will actually be easy to obtain or not. Everything in the medium tier is reasonably common, everything in the hard tier is uncommon, and then everything in the autistic tier is so rare that it's fucking diabolical. Which, given how hard it's going to be for me to actually get all the items, every single one of them belongs in that fucking autistic tier. So, given that we are currently only strong enough to punch our way out of a paper bag, let's start with cooking a shark. So, from where we left off in that first episode, we have to obtain 66,181 raw rabbits, and that's not taking into account lamps. And they stop burning at level 34 cooking. So I think the initial goal is going to be, let's get 34 cooking and then go from there. But before we get into it, I really want to take a moment to say thank you so much to everyone that took their time to watch the video and subscribe. Honestly, I'm so ecstatic and happy about the reception I got from it. 2 weeks in from video 2 and we've got 280 subscribers and 2200 views. Honestly, can't put into words how happy and thankful I am of every single one of you. Just after the second video was posted, me, my partner and my 2 daughters went to an award ceremony for my 10-year-old's art competition. While sat there waiting, I'd said to her that the first video was just to test the waters and I had no expectation on how it should go. Then I released a second video and based my expectations off of that one. And I'd said to myself, look, if I can double my expectation of, instead of 500 views, get 1,000, then that would be brilliant. But if I could double the reception and get 1,800 views, then that would have been absolutely phenomenal. And thanks to you guys and everybody that's taken the time to just watch that little video, we've smashed it. So again, I thank you so much. And all it tells me is that every single video I need to make even more of an effort and make sure that you guys have as best of a day as possible.
Ha! Gay!
So please make sure that you like and subscribe the video if you haven't already. At the very least, please just leave me a comment. Let me know what we're doing and what I can do better. But now, let's get into what you've all come to see. The grind. That's going to be very similar to what Frey did with cooking bear, beef and chicken, except instead of buying it, I'm going to have to collect it all, which to begin with probably won't be too bad, given that I'll have to get some prey levels up. At 23 prey, probably should get protection praise before I even try Huey. It's going to take a long old time. Now that I've got that mithril scimitar, it's going to be what we need to use for the next very long time, foreseeable future. Unless I can get spooned on the armor drops, this is going to be what I use to fight Huey. Mithril sim, U shield, regular gold weapon, jewelry, and then random event gear. I literally don't think anything else that I've got is going to give a stat bonus of any kind. Given that it's 12 minutes past 2 in the morning, I'm going to go to bed. Kind of let this sink in a little bit. Cool. Just looking into some theory crafting when it comes to cooking. I'm having a little nosy run to see what we can do about it, but we're just going to start the back with 7. Beautiful. See, what I'm looking at is I'm just wondering if with the resources in the area, like cooked rabbit, cabbage, what may be available, if there's any way that I can mix up the grind, as it were, because having to do 66,000 cooked rabbits going to be very, very, very long. Without lamps, of course, but with lamps will be ever so slightly shorter. But until I feel like I might be able to find something that's going to do a good job at just mixing up a little bit, but I might also just be wishful thinking, so if I come across it, I'll put it in. It's quite interesting. Found out that rum gives you a 5 strength boost at the cost of a 3 attack reduction, which is exactly the same as a strength potion for the strength boost anyway. I mean, you could argue that using the strength boost would give you a bit more, but it's just probably not worth doing at all, is it really? Let's be honest. But it's still worth knowing that if I could lose all my supplies, that's there for as a kind of a nerfed strength potion. I'm going to carry on hunting around just to see what we can find. They might be recommended, but I'm wondering if there's a way that I can run in on a mass and get at least 1 kill, because I think that unlocks a combat task if that's true. But I'm very tempted, just for a laugh, to give it a go and see what happens. Looking at wiki, it says max hits 14. I wonder if I can simply just survive and then wave skip, because I do know that you can wave skip on this boss. So let's find where we're going. I'll wait for the next round. I'll wait for the next round. Even if I survive, I'm not going to get any KC really, am I? Let's be honest, or some kill credit, because it's going to be absolutely no damage from me whatsoever. I'm not going to be able to pray the magic attacks, am I? What's the tail? Tail's 25. Okay, that's fine. There you go, it's down. Just make sure that I quick escape. There's a new music track unlocked, Feathered Serpent. You're gonna wonder who I am and why I'm here. 7, okay. No, I hate that you can't do that. Oh. If I remember, you got a wave skip by walking sideways, haven't you? No, I mean, I suppose I can tank it, but it's not. I'm not getting damage. Well, that's kind of cool. The fact that I can survive, that's not bad. Getting kill credit is going to be kind of hilarious, but that's something we'll have to we'll work on, I suppose. So the game plan when it comes to killing rabbits, originally I would calculate that I could get 65 in attack strength and defense spread across the board, but after looking at the DPS calculator, didn't really work out the way I think it should be. After doing a bunch of workings out and figuring out what to do, I think personally, I might be wrong, but I think the best case scenario would be to get 56 attack, 72 strength and 60 defense. Reason being for this is because at 65 attack my DPS is 0.31 and at 56 it's 0.3, so at the cost of 9 levels I'm getting more of a max hit from the strength level, but I'm only losing 0.01 DPS, so I don't necessarily think that makes such a drastic difference to cater 9 levels in attack rather than the strength level. But I have a little secret that I might reveal some point in the end of the video, but we'll have to see how things work out. So first thing we're going to do is hit 27 strength. Personally think there's no point going much more than that when killing rabbits right now, just because when they have 5 HP we don't need to hit 6, we just need to hit 5. While training rabbits, we're going to actively bury the bones and collect the raw meat, and then when we have a full inventory we're going to go ahead and cook it, and we're going to keep doing that up until we get 34 cooking, like I mentioned earlier, which is when the rabbit stops burning. From that point onwards we're just going to gun straight for the finish line with killing all the rabbits that we need to, and every single time we get a lamp that's going straight into cooking to bring it down. At level 34, 1 lamp gives us 340 experience, which is equal to just over 11 rabbits. So I genuinely think we could probably knock down the amount of rabbits we need by a couple of thousand at best, maybe a couple of hundred at worst, which in this situation is literally saving us hours upon hours of killing nothing but rabbits. And even if I don't reach the combat stats that I've set out for right now, they are so easily obtainable once we finish the rabbit grind, because we can kill guards or we can start pushing for Huey a bit more. It's just unfortunate for me that before I can even touch Huey properly, I need to kill 66,000 rabbits, because even if it wasn't the cooking grind, I'd still need to get them base combat stats before I can even think about going there. But it does mean hopefully that when we finish the rabbit grind, we'll end on 56 attack, 72 strength, 60 defense, 65 HP and around 60 prayer, with the amount of bones that we're going to have to bury as well. So if you were to ask me, how many rabbits could a rabbit killer kill if a rabbit killer could kill rabbits? 66,181. That's how many. Cool, that's our first full inventory of rabbits, bar and emeralds. Rolling the levels. There's 10. 12. A baker's dozen. Wait. A baker's dozen 13. A baker's dozen -1. Now we're at a baker's dozen. Oh, and there's 550 total level. That's also pretty cool. 15. With no access to trout. I can, in fact, fish them though, which sucks. You give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. Except he doesn't have a fishing rod. Then he just stares at them aimlessly, wondering what the fuck he's supposed to do next. 4 more to go. I don't have tuna. Perfect, so that puts us 174 experience away from 34. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the lamp on cooking. Where are we? Why can't I see it? There we go. That gives us the 34 that we need. So from now on we no longer burn rabbits. So let's go ahead and just chuck this in there. We are currently at 101 burnt, 647 cooked. From now on I'm just going to pure bank them, bury the bones and go for combat goals. There's 5 more levels to go until we get to 40. Well, no, I'm not recording. Didn't turn the buffer on, but that's 600 total.
You'll find this very loud. I've got you a loudspeaker and I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, hear me now.
Hear me now. Watch this.
Me and Josh better than you.
Don't speak to Josh then.
I wagwan. So I'm not sure if this clears a task or if this is just a mini task that we get to complete, but this rabbit is 40 attack. That is partial completion then of a task, which is 40 attack to wield a rune weapon. We haven't got a rune weapon, so I can't mark it off, but the level's there, so we just carry on. I'll class that as a mini task completed. 42. Right, what I think I'm going to do is swap my defense and put that to 42. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on even Stevens on lunge, and then when my attack and defense get to 60, I am just going to quit doing that and do solely strength, just to mix it up, because I'm going to drive myself insane with rabbits.
6, 7, yay! 6, 7. Imagine that.
6, 7. We've got a mysterious man. What do you think this mysterious old man does? Do you think it's a maze, a mime show, or rubbish?
Wait.
A maze? No, it's rubbish. Never mind. Better luck next time, yeah? Alright. Enthusiasm is wild with this one.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, yep. 34. 48. Incredible reflexes. Beautiful. That is probably going to be the best prayer that we can use for our combat. Obviously getting protection prayers are going to be very, very ideal, given where we need to go next when it comes to Huey. If you couldn't tell by now on the previous clips, I've got a cold. I've had it for a little while. I am ripping lines of fucking Vicks and Vapor Rub like no belief. If you don't know what that is, get some, open it, sniff the fuck out of it. Glorious stuff. Absolutely glorious. Anyway, let's move on. Quizmaster on Chunky Geeza. Congratulations. Dragon Spear out of the box. Boot. Man's getting just boot. Just give me the lamp, brother. Why are you still fucking about giving me emotes? Sure, that's the last one. I hope that's the last one. Give me a fucking lamp, man. That's painful. Gonna keep it 3. We're going to move over to strength. Get that to about 44. Try and see if we can level it. And then try and see if we can just level them equally. Seeing as we are here to collect rabbits and not to level up at all, I feel like getting levels equally until we have to solely get strength XP might be, yeah, it might be. It might just be. Frog, 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 frog. Let me kiss the frog. Pick up the rabbits and pick up the bones. Talk to the frog. Which one do I click now? Sorry, I'm just kissing a frog. Yes, I'll touch ya. Oof, saucy. It's a bird. It's a bird that gave me a token from a frog. Thanks, love. Fucking salt, mate. Bam. Oh, beekeeper. Shit, nearly missed that. Keep me them fucking bees, brother! Hey, you fucking saving a bees, man. That's going straight on fucking cooking. fucking cooking. That is 304 experience, the equivalent of cooking 11 fucking wabbits. That's 38. 2 more to go until protect from missiles. It's lovely. Those prayer levels, you just don't notice them. But I think it works out like 12,000 from 1 to 43. Let me quickly just take a look. 11,187, yeah. So not only will we get 43 prayer, but we'll then still have a further 50,000 bones to bury, which is just absurd. I'm really determined to do it. I really want to do it. So again, racking right on. I keep noticing that these fucking rabbits don't drop stuff. They should always drop meat and bones, yet they don't always drop stuff, which is really frustrating. Oh damn, this is that one coming, 43, that's 45, 55 combat. Christ, 1 more to go in strength, and then we're going to level them out until we get to 60. Damn, perfect, so that's 44. I'm going to get the 500 odd experience that I need to level the skill with the rest of the attack and strength defense, and then we'll just use lunge and just level them all out together until we get to 60. We're about 10% of the way through to the amount of rabbits that we actually need. When I started before calculations with lamps and such, we needed about 66,181 rabbits. So we're a little bit over 10%. When we started, we were at 17 days game time with 7 hours, which works out to 415 hours. We are currently at 19 days and 28 minutes. So just ignore the 28 minutes. That works out to about 41 hours it's taken us to kill the equivalent of nearly 7,000 odd rabbits. To give you an idea, you know, it's about 400 hours, maybe, that it's going to take for us to kill just to collect the amount of rabbits that we need before we even start cooking them. So if you enjoy watching people kill rabbits, then hit the subscribe button. Maybe you want to see me hit some more rabbits, you know, that would be great. Yeah. Please, for the love of God, subscribe. Right, and then with this rabbit coming in, we should have 40 prayer, which unlocks protect from missiles. Got 3 more left to go before we can do protect from melee. Okay, that's also 56 combat. Fantastic. So 3 more prayer levels. We are 516 experience away from getting 45 in all the combat stats. Maybe at 43 we can give it another go, see if we can kill him. Maybe we'll see if we can get a kill in when we've got that protection prayer, because we can then focus on prey flicking, and I need to work on the mechanics for dodging the waves and such. So yeah, once we get that 45 prayer, maybe we can give that a go, learn prey flicking and dodging, and fingers crossed maybe I can get a couple of people together to try and get me at least 1 kill now before we can carry on grinding. All of the levels rolling in. All of the levels. So what do we just get? We got 45 strength, 45 attack, 45 defense, 57 combat, and 650 total. Lovely. Wait, it's just happened again. There's no drop. What the hell? Why am I not getting drops from the rabbit? What we got going on? Oh, it's just one of them. Captain fucking what's you call it? Right. Bloody bastard wants a bowl and a ring to give me a fucking bar. I do nothing with a bar. Where's my lamb? I just want to get another lamb. Yeah. Yeah. A good fucking stroke. Stroke with this drink. Got him! So it's 46. Let's quickly go and smack this rabbit. For 46 and 46 and 58. There's a big reason to why this number is relevant right now, and I will explain it now. So if we take a look at the DPS calculator, originally I was going to get 65 in attack, strength and defense. As you can see, with a bit of tweaking, going for 56, 72, 60 works out roughly the same in the expected hit, except we actually gain a max hit at sacrificing 0.01 DPS. in my opinion, it's not massively a concern. I think that's a better route. But if we use the Mithril Scimitar at level 46 across the board, it's 0.4. Now here's something that's really interesting. My little secret weapon, the Bronze Axe. Now at 46 across the board with the Bronze Axe, we can hit 0.7 as an expected hit. Now that's exactly the same as 56, 72, 60 with the Mithril Scimitar, which is mental. Now if we were to include buffs such as potions and prayers at 46 with a Mithril Scimitar, we still do not hit the same expected hit as we do with a Bronze Axe, albeit the maximum hit does go up. But what about if we add the Bronze Axe? Now with the Bronze Axe buffs and potions, our expected hit goes to 1.1. This is all thanks to the fact that the Bronze Axe actually has a crush attack option, and Huey has a 0 crush defense, making it super weak to crush weapons. And we only lose 1 max hit than with a scimitar, which means I think now is a good time to at least give Huey a go to see how we stand a chance at our current level. I feel confident that we might actually have a chance to do this. We're going to give it a go again. Oh, we hit a 6. And we hit another number. I couldn't see it amongst that. We didn't hit anything then. Okay, so we hit something. That's range, isn't it? We hit another number. Oh, we didn't hit enough damage. Does it say how much damage we did? Oh, I don't know what damage we did. There must be some way of me knowing how much damage we did, but... Oh, that's phenomenal. I want to do that again. This is as good as it's going to get. As good as it's going to get. Doesn't help that we've got too many people, I suppose. Let's just put up again. 2. Prayer is dire here. Got no run energy, which is a problem. Oh. Oh my god. And the fact that we're not getting kills is fine. It's the fact that we are making progress towards what is possible. And bear in mind, we are literally nowhere near the recommended stats. This, I think, is so far a really good outcome. There's too many people here as well, which doesn't help. Step on the 2. Wave skip. Bowlman mode. This guy recognises. Bowlman mode. Oh my lord. Okay. I'm gonna go back to training. We need to get some more rabbits, obviously. While we're up here, there's one thing I want to test. And we can. Perfect. That works out exactly how I wanted it to go. Right. Amazing. So, once we come back at these level 60, I really think we've got a good chance. Really got a good chance. The prayer is a problem. I need to try and figure out what we can do about that, but that's really positive. I'm really happy for that. Let's get back to training on our rabbits. We have another lamp, which is beautiful. We'll put that on to cooking. That's 11 cooked rabbits, giving us 35 cooking. Pizzas, we can't do. Wines, we can't do. Literally nothing else, because we are rabbit men. We kill rabbits, we cook rabbits, we eat rabbits. This is the rabbit life of the Rabbit King. Well, there it is. 43 prayer. We definitely won't be going to Lumbridge anytime soon, but that is protect from melee unlocked. Beekeeper random. Man's gonna keep them bees. Gotta make a beehive random. Entrance top, body and feet. Lamp. I love lamp. So I'd heard you can get lamps from that guy. And so far we've got 3 lots of toad flags, so like 18 toad flags. But that there is actually the lamp. So I love lamp. 11 rabbits cooked. I love lamp. 48 attack, 48 strength, 48 defense, and 60 combat. Beautiful numbers. As you can hear, Madhouse. Looking after my mum's dog, who's only 6 months old. It's carnage. But we're grinding, baby. We're grinding.
So Dad keeps doing, yeah, Dad keeps doing that and Max is doing it back.
And tell Mummy, I've been a good boy. I've been a good boy, Mummy. Hey, the fuck are you doing in my bed? On the 16th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a 5-year-old that really couldn't sleep. It's currently 6 a.m. He's awake. I'm awake. Let's grind. This is actually really cool. I was about to do a bit about how I'm 1/6 of the way to the total amount of rabbits we need, because we've just hit 10,000 rabbits. But I checked the calculator and we actually need 65,420. So I thought that was pretty cool alone. That's the second thing. But there was third thing. We're 666 total level, which I also didn't realise. 400 experience away from 44 prayer, which is cool. We're nearly at 50 HP as well, which is also pretty cool. And I've calculated that we are about 50 hours in to collecting rabbits. So, you know, we've got about, according to the calculator, 50 times 6, 300, we know that. But we've got about another 250 hours to go, basically. So yeah, was kind of funny, pretty cool. So we'll carry on. I'm rabbit mad. Wagwan Leo, my brother. Really funny, isn't it, actually, considering he's a grave digger and he doesn't understand how to dig graves and bury them properly. You're wondering why these colours are here. So I thought I might have been able to recolour them and then colour match them, but nope, they are randomly generated every single time. And I just have not bothered to uncolour them. This should give me a lamp. I'm pretty sure last time I did this event, yes it does. Cooking. Or 11 cooked rabbits. Next level, it will be 12 cooked rabbits. Beautiful. 49 attack, 49 strength, 49 defense, 62 combat. Numbers. Oh, dopamine overflowing in my brain. So we have just got 45 prayer. I didn't realise at 44, I completely forgot about the Eagle Eye, but that now means we have Eagle Eye and Mystic Might unlocked. I literally do not think any prayer now is relevant to us anymore. Seeing as we can't get Chivalry Piety, we cannot get Wriggle or Augury, and we have no use for Retribution, Smite, Redemption, and we can't have Preserve. So that is probably it for us, and we've just got a lamp. So with this lamp, go straight into cooking. The 350 big ones. I love lamp. That is 50 attack. I can't wield any granite weaponry. 50 strength, still can't wear any granite weaponry. 50 defense, and I won't be wearing any granite armor. 63 combat, and that's all the levels. 675 total. Today being the 18th of December. This weekend I've got some sort of family shindig going on with my side of the family, so we'll be travelling up north to go and see sisters and nans and granddads and family members, so that should be really, really cool. Future editing Josh, if you remember, whack a picture in here. If you don't see one, it means that I forgot, or we didn't take one, or I wasn't in one that you could have seen. I did forget as it goes, but here's a picture of me and my mum. We first started off with going to watch my stepsister sing.
I got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings. Some just want everything. Everything means nothing if I ain't.
Me me being the chunky geezer that I am, found someone to lay down with the dogs, and the inevitable happened. I got woken up by my family members to go and open presents with the rest of the family. We went for a dog walk. Now, my dog isn't in this picture because she's proper moody when it comes to seeing people in public. But as you can see, my sister's dog really appreciated the walk too. I also think my nan's dog looks like a proper distinguished little gentleman in all the pictures that get taken of him. After the family walk, we went back and got everybody ready to go out for the family meal. That was a really nice place. Kids had some soft play to do. We all relaxed, good time, and then we went back to my sister's for the night before having to go home the following day. Gonna keep training these until I get bored of doing them evenly. I know I said I was going to change it to one at a time, but I'm just going to keep it even, just in case, because it doesn't really matter thinking about it, does it? Let's be honest. I've still got to collect the same amount of rabbits regardless. So take away that a little bit. We are currently sat at 1700 experience an hour, which is, yeah, it's kind of on par. We're a bit focused, we're a bit not. It is what it is. Given that we've got 10,000 experience a level, it's just, what, about 8 hours, I think? According to the experience tracker, we've got 55 hours until we get to 55 hours. There we go. 55 hours until we get to 57. So we're in a rush. The levels will come when they come. It's what it is. I will say though, 55 hours, or what it tells me is 95.8k experience left, is horrendous in concept. Because that's absurd. That's what someone gets in 1 hour of doing almost anything at around level 50, let alone killing rabbits for the whole time, I suppose. But I need to do it, and it's going to get done. Bones and rabbit, please. Where the fuck are they gone? No, just not allowed it on that one. Fair enough. Thank you. Right, so I've been doing a little bit of testing just to work out how, if experience rates in kills have changed. Here are the experience rates that we're currently working with. We are getting about 1800 experience across the board in attack, strength, defense, and hit points. We're also averaging about 1200 experience in prayer. Apart from that, I've been looking at the DPS calculator. Now, I have an idea of how I want to tempt Huey as we progress through to our final goal of collecting the rabbits. I've looked at it. We're doing about 320 rabbits an hour. Well, with between 310 and 320 rabbits. So that is much more than what we were doing originally. I think calculated we have at least 170 hours to go until we've collected all the rabbits that we need. The lamps that we're getting progressively are definitely reducing that time quite nicely for us, ever so slightly, but I think anywhere between 170 at completely efficient hours and maybe pushing it to 200 on lazy moments where we're not being able to hit that target for whatever reason. Anywhere between 170 and 200 hours is what we're looking at. But let's chuck over to the DPS calculator and I will run you through what I've been looking at and when and how we're going to attempt Huey. So this is how I've configured the DPS calculator. I've gone ahead and you push the values up and down until I've managed to work out when the expected hit goes up, starting from 52s across the board to 56, 66, so on and so forth, up to 62, 74 and 60. So I don't know if this is going to change as we progress. I mean, it may change if I end up finding a different configuration. That might mean that we can try Huey either sooner or within the same sort of effect as the values that we've got here, but this is kind of where we're going to go. So first attempt is going to be at 52s, second, third, fourth and fifth. But like I say, if anything changes as we progress through, then I'll be sure to update it. But we're doing this in real time. We're not doing it at the end of the video. So I don't know if it is going to change. And if it does, then I'll update you as it happens. Goblins. Let me untag these goblins. There we go. Goblin, a big giant, a zombie, and a mummy. Ugh, a bit weird, isn't it? Right, so what do you think comes next? We've got chef hat, apron, cake. What comes next? Rock, spade, bread, or stone? What do you think comes next?
Another cake.
Well, the bread.
No, I said another cake.
Another cake, alright. And then there we got a bow, some arrows, crossbow, got and then what comes next? A stone, a sword, a fish, or a bow?
A fish.
No, you wouldn't shoot a fish, would you? You would shoot a bow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got fish. What comes next? Pineapple, shark, stone, or shoes? What do you think comes next?
What are you guys doing? Shark.
Yeah. We're all done. Now we get to pick a door. Which one should we go? Purple, blue, red, or green?
What are you guys doing? Purple.
Okay. Oh, we get a book. And the book goes straight into cooking. Hold on, sweetheart.
Did I do a great
525?
Did I do a great job?
You did a great job. We love books. 525? That's like cooking nearly 20 rabbits. It's not. It's nearly, but not. Which gives us 36 cooking and a tutor visit to Lumbridge, which we will not be completing. I was just doing a random event on RuneScape, darling.
Yeah, and I made Dad get a book.
You made me get a book.
Yeah, you could.
A book for cook.
Yeah.
A cookbook.
Oh, don't cook the book.
Don't cook the book?
Yeah.
Why not?
Just cook toast.
Cook toast?
Yeah.
But surely you should cook bread to make toast. You don't want to cook toast because you'll burn it. Because toast is already cooked bread, isn't it?
No.
No,
Not hot.
it's not hot. Oh, does it have to be hot to be cooked then?
Yeah.
Right, I see.
But make sure you don't burn it for a couple of minutes.
Make sure you don't burn it for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go. Cooking with Cece. 52 attack, 52 strength, 52 defense, and 65 combat. Let's give Huey another try. But first, before we do that, 53 hit points. Now we can go and do Huey. Huey, not Huey. Alright, cool. Let's try and do another one, shall we? Let's give it a go with these guys. Got a 5. A 3. Nothing there. Let's quickly turn this on. No, thank you, darling. I don't think that was enough damage to get in there, but we'll keep going, we'll try. I mean, that wasn't too bad. I thought we did a lot more damage than we actually did last time. It's a 6. Nada. We're okay, just taking damage for now. The main thing. Oh, there's a 2 HP. This is a no-brainer. This is a no-go for this one. We could try and use the scimitar, see if that makes a difference, but I don't think it will. Oh dear, we were 7 enough. No, that'll do. That'll be enough. 1. Not really efficient with this fucking weapon, is it?
Got him!
I bought a defense potion, that's not good. Let's quickly run back to Quetzacalli, get some more food. Should have got some more. Let's go do that now. Oh damn, not the time for a maze. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it. Because I need to do I'm gonna do it for the full hour as well. Let's get the maze. Let's do it. I need it. No! What do you mean goodbye? No! Oh, you. Wow. I guess this bank classes itself as a bank. Oh, that's so depressing. God, right. Well, we're back again. We've restocked. We've got to wait for this to end. And then we're going to jump in 10 people. I don't think we're getting a kill. I'm very confident we're not doing it, but it's still worth looking. People are going to think I'm an absolute fucking psychopath, but there we go. Don't matter. But so we do no damage. Depress him. We're trying. Let's try with the scimitar one more time before we go, and then maybe we'll just return to train him. Got 5. Go back to the axe. That was a big one. Damn. Still not enough damage. Eight. That's a 16. 17. Oh, it's a shame. Tough one. Yeah, it's just not going to happen with a scimitar at all, is it, really? About 5? No. Alright, we'll give it a good solid try. You know what it is. We go back to rabbits. 15,538. We've got a long way to go still. We are 500 hours on the dot into this account so far, which means we are 85 hours into the chunk. We are still yet to get the amount of rabbits we need. So let's just return to where we were and we will carry on. Alex, sending me a message. He is. We love him too. Thanks, man. Wait, I didn't get anything from that rabbit. That's another drop that I didn't get. Where the drop's at, rabbit? Got a lamp. That there should give us 37 cooking. Lamp.
Very good information.
I love lamp.
Why do you say that?
Why do I say that I love lamp every single time I say I get a lamp? Yeah, I say it because I love lamps.
Why?
'Cause I love lamps.
Are you just looking at things in the office and saying that you love them?
I love lamp.
Do you really love the lamp, or are you just saying it because you saw it?
I love lamp. I love lamp.
No rabbits, no bones, being cucked again. I'm sure that'll do. I didn't pick up my shit. Glass wall. Well, hang on, Jesus Christ, I've been right in there. Jeez, why am I facing the wrong way as well? No, brother. Where's the meat and bones? Kill a rabbit and get fuck all. 55 attack, 55 defense, 69 combat. Oh, we're 1 experience away from the strength level. That sucks, but let's go and get that. 55 strength. So we are now 1 level away from the target attack level that I was going with. It says that carrying it on uncontrolled, it's going to be about 15 hours or so until we get 56. And at that point, we'll move over to strength and start working on that to get to the level we need. I hope everybody had a great New Year's. Today is the 1st of January. I want to say November. I just watched Mudkip's 2004 video, but today is the 1st of January. So last night was a little bit messy. I'll chuck a couple of bits up here to show you what may or may not have happened on New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year. Let's Happy New Year, laddies. We getting J here. On 1 and 2s. Happy New Year, you bunch of Happy New Year, you fucking
Pause the touching on the left hand side. Pause the touching on the left hand side.
Celebrate your fat mum,
But I hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve, celebrated well, had a good time, stayed safe, saw their loved ones. Yeah, I hope everyone had a great time. Let's bring the new year in well and right. 127 hours. That's how long it's taken us to get to where we are right now on our rabbit grind. We are about a third of the way through, and much like James Franco, I too want to rip my fucking arm off. I've been thinking, we need to change the grind, we need to change things up. So let me jump into that DPS calculator that we so truly love, and I'll show you what I've been thinking. It's really hard to understand how damage is rolled when it comes to monsters like Huey, because they have 3 types of damage, and at the bottom, as you can see, there is a part of the screen that says damage taken from the Hueycoatl, and it doesn't work because it's a beta system and it just doesn't understand how to track that information. But looking how the wiki describes the defense skill to actually work on its own without anything else, I don't think going up beyond where we are now at 55 is going to make a massive difference. So originally the goals were 57, 72 and 60. And I had prospected 62, 74, 60, as that's when we first start hitting 2 as an expected hit. Now, I did rework this a little bit and decided that maybe getting 64 and 70 and staying at 55 defense would be a better option. And that's because at 67 strength, we go from a 1.8 to a 2.0 expected hit, and we gain a maximum hit of 11. But by also doing this, we gain a very, 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 very marginal amount of accuracy, bringing it up to 35%. The reason why I want to change it to this is because after the previous attempts that we've made, I honestly don't think going from 55 to 60 defense is going to be massively different, to be honest with you. It does mean that all of the other calculation prospects that we made are now irrelevant. But unfortunately, that's how hindsight works, and we now have experience on our side rather than assumption. So yeah, you can completely ignore the original bits that we said at the beginning of the video. So that's the new goal. We're going to flick over to attack now and just get 64 attack, and then after that we're going to just go solely into strength, and then from about 67 strength onwards we can just start doing Huey at our maximum potential until we can start get some drops and things get easier. I have also been playing around with one of my other accounts just to see what is possible within the realm of what I have to my availability. Fingers crossed, I really think I have the potential for something, and I really want it to happen, and when it happens it will be pure cinema. Booyakasha! That's probably too loud, isn't it? Never mind. 70 combat, beautiful. If we ever go to Runefest and I get to the point where people can recognise me for being the chunkiest of geezers that I am, I shall remember Zeolite as the rabbit girl. Maybe one day I'll get to meet you all. It's pretty cool. I'll try to be there. That's Smite unlocked. That is now every single prayer unlocked on this account. We're not going to be unlocking any more unless we obviously get close to Chambers of Xeric or even to Camelot where we can do the other quests, but that's just not happening. But that's all prayers unlocked. 60 attack. We haven't got any dragon weapons. I would love to get a dragon weapon from a mystery box from the Quizmaster, because it's very possible to get a dragon haster or a dragon spear, one of the two. Dragon spear, I think. Wouldn't mind that, to be fair. Wouldn't mind that at all, but at the moment we don't have anything. But 60 attack has been acquired.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Come on. Come on. Yes! That's the one. There's the first kill on the count. Stun, kissed, bones. Oh my god. We've done it. We've done it. And that's one task completed. Hueycoatl champion.